Omar Norman Lott just absolutely destroyed Jalen Hurts.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I didn't know if he was going to get up.
Hey, welcome into Night Kingdom Come. We're a podcast where we talk all things Chiefs and sometimes NFL. And NFL. Okay, sorry. If you saw last week, I got really week 1. I was like, talk all things Chiefs, and then just kind of left it. And I'm just like, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Right?
I agree.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
Okay, sweet. Hey, that's second time I haven't been wrong. Nice. Here we go. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Chiefs are 0-2 for the first time in the Patrick Mahomes era.
Since 2014.
0-2 for the first time since 2014. Yeah, so that's not just so the first time in 11 years.
Yeah.
First time Patrick Mahomes has ever been 0-2. First time he's lost 3 games in a row, including the playoffs. So yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Chiefs and Eagles, man.
Yeah.
What's your let's start with the highlights. What's your highlight from the game? What is a highlight for you in the game?
Patrick Mahomes' touchdown. Easily. I mean,
the passing touchdown?
His running touchdown. His rushing touchdown.
Rushing touchdown? Yeah.
I don't remember how long of a run it was, but I think it was pretty long.
Yeah.
And so again,
it was. I don't remember how long of a touchdown it was either. You can, if you want to pull that up while I talk about it. But like he again showed that he can do what needs to be done to win games, right? If you look at it, obviously with the one drop pass, which we'll get to, Patrick Mahomes took the blame, said, "Hey, I got to be better on timing and stuff," which I have several opinions about. So the big thing being Patrick Mahomes is the NFL's leading rusher for quarterbacks. So he has more rushing yards than any other quarterback, which is insane to me, considering Lamar Jackson is one of those quarterbacks. But Patrick Mahomes is showing that he can be that guy still that can create plays, right? He didn't have as crazy of a play as he did against the Chargers, where it was like a parallel throw completion to Juju Smith-Schuster, but he was able to scramble and get first downs when he needed to. He did overthrow some balls and stuff, which I think, honestly, it's to receivers that he didn't have a whole lot last year. Hollywood Brown came in at the end of the season. He didn't have a whole lot of chemistry with him. Obviously, you've got Tyquan Thornton, which he's new to the team this year, so he doesn't have a whole lot of in syncness with Patrick Mahomes. So I get it, but yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah,
so,
it was only a 13-yarder
on that?
But it was
still
he ran from the 25. He had been backed up all the way. He ran around the pocket.
He outran 3 linemen.
Yeah, dude.
If the lineman could have beat him to the edge, he outran them. And there was 3 different times he was able to outrun the lineman to get to the edge and turn upfield and gain yards, if not a first down. So
yeah. Another one was Josh Simmons stopping the pick six. That was another one.
Oh my God.
He
got up to
18.5
miles an hour?
Yeah, for a lineman.
Fastest recorded speed for a lineman?
Yeah.
Insane. Good on him. Let's talk about more good. Josh Simmons on 39 pass blocking or passing snaps. He allowed 0 pressures and 0 sacks. Josh Simmons, against the Eagles defensive line, he's our answer. He's the guy we've been waiting for. So I'm really excited. For him. Here, before we go, are you worried?
Am I worried?
Are you worried?
Well, the only reason why I picked the Eagles last week was because I was worried. But
it's because you're worried.
So I think that people who talked about the Super Bowl last year, I've heard it from multiple different people, that we lost that game. The Eagles didn't win that game. But I think that that's not giving enough credit to the Eagles in the Super Bowl specifically. This
Right.
game, we lost the game.
No, Eagles won that game. Are you
This
kidding
game,
me? Eagles
yeah.
won that game.
Yeah, for sure. But this game, we lost it. Harrison Butker
Yeah.
missed a field goal. Travis Kelce,
Right, which-
there was a
On the goal line.
on the goal line, and it was deflected pass into the hands of the Eagles, and only
Right.
because Josh
And
Simmons
he ran it back, 50 yards?
Yeah,
60 yards,
if it
something
hadn't
like
been
that?
for a lineman taking it upon himself to
Yep.
do something that a lineman really should be able, like it was incredible what he did.
Yep.
It would have been
let's talk
another
about
touchdown.
Right, so it shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? If Travis Kelce catches that ball, very good. I give it a 75% chance he scores, right? Because
Sure.
he drops it like at the 1 yard line, right? He catches that, he leans
If he
forward,
falls,
probably
yeah.
scores. If he doesn't, really good chance we're scoring a touchdown. If
Sure.
not a touchdown, at least a field goal.
Yeah.
At least a field goal.
And there's no
Right now,
guarantee-
Harrison Butker did miss that field goal.
Right.
But like there is no guarantee.
There's no
No
guarantee. There's no guarantee that we
Nope.
would have if he had made the field goal, and if he had caught the touchdown pass, it would be 27-20. There's no guarantee that would
Right.
happen because
Right.
you score one place and score that doesn't you don't add 10 points. But what I mean is it never feels good
right.
to leave a game with 10 points left
No.
on the field.
Well, and there was that whole exchange between Chris Jones and Jalen Hurts at the
Oh
end
my
of the game.
gosh, that was just stupid.
Jalen Hurts, it's stupid, and I don't like it because it's almost like Chris Jones is saying, "Hey, it's not because of the defense that you won."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a little like
It's
that's
just-
why I don't like
yes.
it. But the fact our defense held him to 101 yards passing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was worried about our secondary. Why? Why was I worried about our secondary?
Yeah.
They made plays when they needed
There
to.
was one big play by the Eagles
Right.
receivers, and that was just because Trent McDuffie got turned around or however that happened to
Right.
Devonta Smith.
The ball, I'm throwing this out there. I don't think that ball was supposed to be where it was. I think the ball was severely underthrown, which Jalen Hurts in the past, you've seen his arm strength is not the best, right? So I think the ball was severely underthrown, and Devonta Smith just went up and made a play, right?
Sure.
Trent McDuffie was not expecting him to turn around for that. And Trent McDuffie's momentum just took him past. It is what it is, right? I
Sure.
mean, it's just a great play by Devonta Smith to make the catch. A great play recognizing one-on-one between Devonta Smith and maybe it was supposed to be a back shoulder throw, maybe not that high. You know what I mean?
Well, and even then-
it just feels like he missed the target.
That throw was only it's big, but it was only 28 yards. So and that's their biggest play a receiver made was
Right.
28 yards, and so it was really close to the goal line.
Well,
But
and
still,
other
that was the
than
biggest
a few
play.
plays, the Chiefs held Saquon Barkley again. We were able to lock
Yes.
up Saquon Barkley for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
And I feel like that when we weren't, it's because our offense got rid of the ball too soon. Like we gave the ball back. You
Sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we kind of talked. So we talked about you're good. I said Josh Simmons. I would like to also. I mean, I guess I talked about the defense as well.
Yeah, the defense did its
but
job. I feel like they did their job.
The one thing I want to highlight is Omar Norman Lott just absolutely destroyed Jalen Hurts.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh my god! Oh my
yeah,
god!
that
Oh
looked-
my gosh!
I didn't know if he was
Like,
gonna get up. I didn't know.
I didn't.
I didn't
it
know.
looked. It was like from the WWE where guys bouncing off the ropes in just clotheslines. I was expecting a penalty, something, because it looked bad.
Apparently, it was clean.
It's like it was so clean. He landed to the side. Like Jalen Hurts did not see him at all, and his
no.
guard gave up. His guard gave up on the block. I'm sorry, when you got a scrambling quarterback, you can't give up. But yeah, that's my highlight for that, man.
Sure.
Chiefs, in my opinion, Chiefs lost the game, and I am not worried. I'm not worried because we played. Think about it. We played a division rival week 1. After, like, obviously they dealt with the travel too. We're down our number 1 receiver. Our number 2 receiver gets injured on the 3rd play of the game, and our defense is trying to figure out how to operate without one of the bigger leaders from last season, Justyn Reed, right? So there was a lot of miscommunication on our defensive line. I mean, we've got a couple of new guys in there. It was figuring out the small things, right? And we were still contending for the game at the end of the game.
Yes, yeah. And so that's why I don't think I'm that worried now, seeing that we were in a position to score 10 more points. It was just two critical plays that we had kind of, messed up or whatever.
So you're saying you were worried before the game, but even in the loss after the game, you're not as worried.
Now I'm not.
Exactly. Isn't that crazy?
Well, and
because let's talk real quick. We're gonna tease. There's good news for this week. There's there's fantastic news for this week. But yeah, so you're not as worried.
No, I'm not as worried. I think that if you ignore the 10 points, and there are some things we can criticize, like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Mahomes overthrows Tyquan Thornton again. He eventually connects and scores a touchdown.
But that's 40 seconds.
Having that extra time on the clock, you may not do the onside kick. I think the onside kick was the right call. I think in that situation, you can't do much of anything else.
I agree.
I know some people don't agree.
The fourth down call at the beginning of the second half, I don't think was the right call. I don't think we go for it in our own territory on fourth down.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
I think that was a bad call.
Yeah, I think that
I get Andy Reid's explanation. He wants to make something happen. Cool. I get that. I don't think it's the right call.
Sure. I agree. So we still have overthrowing receivers but we knew our receiver situation wasn't the greatest, and we still nearly won the game. Rushing as well. Mahomes had 66 yards, but Kareem Hunt only had 30. Pacheco only had 22. And so Mahomes is doing his job, but I feel like this is something, I think Nick Wright was talking about this too, that Mahomes usually saves the running for later in the year and in the playoffs because you don't want to put him in harm's way if we don't have to.
Right.
And so I would like to see that to stop if we can help it. But it's fun to watch him run. It is fun.
He bodied yet another defensive.
Yes, he did.
Back.
And
he
was
bodied
awesome.
another defensive back. It's 2 weeks in a row, and I think he just feels the pressure that he has to do things like that right now. I think that's all that is. So,
and I think it's understandable.
Yep, I agree. So Chiefs lost 17-20. It's a bummer. It's unfortunate, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm not worried. You're less worried.
I'm less worried.
Probably still a little worried.
Yeah, I mean,
still low doubt. I have zero doubt in my mind we're at minimum a playoff team.
Oh, for sure.
But
I'm not saying we're not a playoff team.
I also still have very good confidence that we go 5-1 in the division, and I don't think we're going to lose that second game to the Broncos. Like I said, we might because of the urgency to win the division. So, yep, I think we still are top contender for the division.
So you think we win the division? Do you think that at this point we win the conference, number 1 seed?
I don't think we win the conference. Win the conference.
Okay, cool. So. We're Chiefs fans. We know this team, but I do want to make sure that everyone knows we are living in the world of reality. We're not living in denial.
Right.
We're not.
Absolutely.
We're gonna point out the flaws and everything, but there was legitimate good things on the field.
The worry I have, and we'll jump into this a little bit, but do the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl?
Oh, I know.
I guess you got to watch the next video to find out, baby. All right,
man.
Cool.
We didn't even talk about the tush push.
Do we want to? I kind of want to have almost something like.
I'll follow your lead. You understand that way more than I do.
All right, so false ending. False ending.
False ending.
We're gonna make this short, sweet, to the point. Tush push should be banned. If not, at very minimal, very closely watched. Just like Jawan Taylor when he got to the Chiefs, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, he's false starting," and he got 4 straight weeks where he had 3 false start penalties. I mean, he still had what, 3 false start penalties week 1. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I think at very minimal, the scrutiny needs to be there for the tush push. Thoughts?
Sure. Do you think? Well, I mean, I do believe at the line you should be able to tell if one of
How
the
do you not
one of
tell
the
they're
linemen,
offsides?
right? I understand the thought of you have no clue once that scrum happens where the ball's going. What you know,
Right.
you
Well,
got no clue where the ball
milliseconds-
lands.
I'm not even mad about the false start, right? Because in the moment, that's a tough call. It's absolutely a tough call, right? But what I'm upset about is the fact that they can't tell that the center's head is past the ball.
Yeah.
And that the 2 guards' heads are in line with the ball, like they at the front of the ball, not even the back of the ball, the front of the ball, like their heads are in line.
Yeah.
If you want to say, oh, it's really hard to tell if they're jumping off sides because it's like a boom, boom. You know what I mean? I get that. But the reason you can't see the ball as a line judge is because the guys are in front of it before the ball is snapped.
So
That's
this
all I'm
could
saying.
just be
That's all I'm saying.
this could just be my ignorance, but offsides has to happen, or a false start has to happen before the ball is snapped. Like they called the whistle and blow the play dead. Like if they were to for say tush push is
false
always
start
booth reviewed, you can't retroactively call it a false start.
No, you
so
can't.
You couldn't even.
So it can't be booth. Like I don't think that's a reviewable play by the booth. You can't.
Right. I'm saying if they were making a.
Or. So I mean, you could do the offsides, but you can't do the false start.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. That makes sense. I was trying to think of a rule change that they could do.
Right.
To try to make this play, if they wanted to keep the tush push, how do they make sure that they can address some of these?
So I think for the defensive side, encroachment would be something you can't review. So that's where the defensive lineman jumps and forces the offensive player to jump sooner, right? So yeah, I think that's a similar thing.
So you think they should just do away with it? I've heard people say that you should ban the tush push because it's not a football play. Some people have said it's like the most football play you can have.
So just recently, I don't remember when they just recently was it allowed that a player can push the ball carrier, right? So for years, like there's been pundits all week that were former players. You could not, as a player, push the ball carrier forward. Where you pushed the ball carrier was where the ball was called dead, right? Could be called a penalty as well. But you cannot, like I think that's how it should be, right? Indianapolis Colts ran the same play. However, they didn't have somebody pushing Daniel Jones, right?
Sure.
So I think if you get rid of the physical push from another player,
because then it's just a quarterback sneak, right?
People were on. It's a QB sneak.
That's
Let it be a QB sneak. QB takes the ball and goes between the left guard and center or the right guard and center. That's how it's always been. That's how it should be, right? I'm not even mad at the tush push. But if you make changes, that's what you make. You remove the fact that you can physically push another player forward, and then you can physically, just observe, make sure nobody's lining up off sides, right? So that's my thought.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
And
it's a little 5-minute ad.
I'm very glad that we lost this game by such a margin that this is something that made a difference in the game. Like, we're able to scrutinize this because the difference between them going early or them being offsides could have been the difference between a touchdown or not. So I'm glad that this wasn't a blowout.
So you're looking at maybe it's a 14-point swing.
It could be. Like, that could be.
Well, that was fourth down. That was fourth down, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, because they had a third down, didn't get it, and then they had a fourth down. And then they had another tush push later, too.
I mean, maybe it's a 17-point swing.
Yeah,
So here's the thing. The tush push is not why we lost the game, but it should be reviewed just like Jawan Taylor in his false starts.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
I agree.